Everybody's website, Brian Saff. We're back again with another NRW checkpoint. It's been a lot going on. We missed last week, and the week before because of Thanksgiving. So it's been about 2 weeks now. Man, a lot has happened. A lot hasn't happened as far as everything is concerned.
Right.
I know we got a couple games that came out in the past week. One I know we talked about before. I was excited for the remaster of the 2002 Thing game came out, so I need to pick that up. There was another game that came out that was big time that I was looking today, and anyway, it'll come back to me. But let's talk about some games that came out this week. At the time of this recording, the Game Awards are just about an hour away. So we'd be very interested to see really what gets announced. So
that's really
what gets announced. Is there any surprises, any surprise trailers? There's a lot of hype around it this year, and nobody's tempering it back, which is what they usually do. So I'm very curious to see. If you guys remember correctly, we got a couple of game announcements. Most notably, the Blade game got announced last year. So definitely get some surprise ones. But speaking of Blade, and then Bethesda, and then Microsoft, the biggest release this week is clearly Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle dropping on Xbox Series systems and PC, and then it'll be on the PlayStation 5 sometime next spring. Have my feelings about that, but you know about that. Uncover one of history's greatest mysteries in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a first-person, single-player adventure set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for the secret of an ancient power connected to the Great Circle. Now, it's Great Circle. I keep saying Golden Circle in my mind, so I typed that up in the notes. It's the Great Circle. Golden sounds so much better, though, but you know.
It does.
It does. But I didn't write the story, so I can't make changes by it. And only one person can stop them. Of course, you know what it is. Indiana Jones. Become the legendary archaeologist in the cinematic adventure game from Machine Games, the studio behind the recent Wolfenstein series, and executive produced by Todd Howard. And one of the things about this, and this is one of those things we talked about Xbox games, this is one of those games that was started before Microsoft bought Bethesda. So we don't know what was in the contract with Disney. I mean, something tells me that it was probably in a contract with Disney for some of the multi-platform stuff. But I will say I played it last night.
Okay.
I only played through that first level. So which is pretty much a tutorial, and it is one of those things where you're playing through that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
It was glorious. It was absolutely great. It was it was so fun. Like literally, if I did not get to it late last night, I didn't start playing until like 11 last night. So I had video to edit and cooking dinner. So if I started like 8 o'clock, I would have played a lot longer. But it was really, really good just for the little bit that I saw.
Okay.
That I played. So yeah, I would definitely recommend trying it out if you can. It was good.
Yeah,
so far it's good.
Game Pass is on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
Next up, we have a series that I never got into, but in college, one of my frat brothers, he loved this game. He loved this series. And his Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. It's on everything. So this is a series I never got into, and I think they brought it out for Xbox at some point in time too, but like my man played this on his PlayStation all the time. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered is an action adventure video game compilation developed and published by Aspire. Is it Aspire or Aspire? Because there's no H there, so I think the P is a P. Aspire, yeah, okay. Like you're aspiring to the heights. It contains remastered versions of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver from 1999 and Soul Reaver 2 from 2001. Entries in the Legacy of Kain series originally developed by Crystal Dynamics. And it's released 2 days ago to coincide, and this makes me feel old, with the 25th anniversary of Soul Reaver.
Okay. I mean,
I feel
Anniversary drop.
really old saying that, like 20, like it literally was 25 years ago that my boy was playing this on his PlayStation and we up in his apartment and everything. And he's like, man, the fact that was 25 years ago is crazy. And it scares me.
Yeah, time be flying.
Yeah, it really does. That was a quarter century ago. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so last, going back on that nostalgia kick, last but not least this week, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Revenge on, it's on everything. There's no point in running through this. It's on everything. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Revenge, the team faces off against a robotic reincarnation of the Power Rangers' longtime nemesis, Robo Rita. Now, if you watched the special that came out on Netflix last year, the 30th anniversary, you know exactly who Robo Rita is because she was the main villain of that show. But Rita has conjured a portal to send herself back in time so she can finally vanquish the Power Rangers by forming an alliance with her younger self. And that's about right, and it's still not going to work. Right, go back in that garbage can from space. But let's jump into our first trailers. First one is, well, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's Revenge.
Let's go.
I'll destroy you all! Are you there, Rangers?
Rangers, can you hear me? It's Morphin time!
Yeah, let's do this, team!
We talk about how we're like in this wonderful renaissance for these arcade beat-em-ups.
Right.
Go, go, Power Rangers! I can see how this will end. Woo! Join in the party!
Make my monster grow.
Tyrannosaurus! We need Megazord power now! That's enough out of you!
Wow. Yeah,
Okay.
twist.
Yeah. Oh, the Green Ranger about to pull up and cause damage.
So that dropped yesterday at time it's recording. Brian, what you think?
I might have to go ahead and put some money down on that one.
Yeah, I think it's $30. I was looking at it yesterday.
Okay. Perfect for a Nintendo Switch. I feel like it's there. Yep. Oh no, I don't know. Power Rangers has always been nostalgic for me.
Same.
I was a part of that era as a child, watching the Green Ranger just body the Power Rangers week after week. Will it stop? We didn't know. And then Tommy came to his senses and the White Ranger was born. Like I don't know. I feel like I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers like from episode 1, like, and just stayed with it for years. I think, yeah, they had went to space and it was dinosaurs and ninjas and Zeal. Like I was really locked into Power Rangers. It's really good.
Same.
So
I was a bit older, but I like Power Rangers. I think it started like my sophomore year of high school, and it was just different than what was on TV at the time.
Right.
And especially as a teenager as well. It was a kids show, but it's still they were teenagers.
Right.
And as someone who liked Godzilla movies, it fit that whole Godzilla giant monster. And like I grown up watching Ultraman as well, so it fit. And I watched it consistently. Yeah, from Mighty Morphin up until In Space.
Okay. Yeah.
So that took me through like maybe what, junior year of college.
I'm about to say, because Morphin itself had a bunch of seasons, and then as they got older, they just transitioned into like these different types, and it was Turbo and Zeal and In Space and Dino, and it was dope watching them imagine these. I guess they were high school kids, or were they in like community college? I feel like
they were high school. They were high school.
I feel like they was in college. But yeah, but to the game, it looks great. I never played a like an arcade beat 'em up for type game for Power Rangers, but then that I guess that point of view where you like in the Zord, the Megazord, you like fighting or
I've
whatever.
never seen that before. Like
Right.
that's so neat.
Yeah.
That they do that on those boss battles. I think it really changes up the play style for the beat 'ems. You know, we just had what Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, what
Right.
last year before. Before that we had Streets of Rage 4. You know,
Right.
there are a whole lot of other, you know, beat 'em ups out there, arcade style beat 'em ups that we've
Yeah.
had since then. But yeah,
X-Men.
I'm excited. I mean, this looks awesome. I'm gonna pick it up eventually, especially after playing Turtles. It's great.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Next up, we have Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered.
Now, it's supposed to be a pretty popular
So,
franchise.
Raziel, here we are, finally. I knew your every intention before you did. Enlighten me. You have released a multitude of horrors on this world. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. I am your creation, Kain.
You are mine for eternity. You have always been and will always be my soul reaver. There are fates worse than death, Raziel.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll say this for the most part. Aspire have done some decent jobs doing remasters. And this looks like one of the good ones that they've done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this particular franchise or what it looked like, you know, when it first came out, but it looked pretty good. I've seen they did a little visual changeover thing, whatever.
I like it when they do that. I
Yeah.
like when they remasters, particularly when I think Aspire have really been good with that in their advertising. Because I think they did the Battlefront one, and they've handled a lot of the the Old Republic remasters that they did. So they've done a lot of those over the years.
Mhm.
But I like being able to see what it used to look like and what it looks like now. As a consumer, then that's when, oh, you actually put in some work in. You know,
Yeah.
you actually it's an actual remaster, and I appreciate that level of detail and the effort.
Hey, me too. It kind of made me. Is there a third game in the franchise? Maybe for
I don't think so. I
later
know
consoles?
that Kain character. There's a Legacy of Kain game. I think there's like that predates the Soul Reaver game. So it's like the Legacy of Kain games, and then Soul Reaver's like the sequels to those.
Okay,
But I don't think there's a Soul Reaver 3.
Okay, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, and last but not least, let's check out Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah. Let's see what they talk about. Great
Every good
Circle.
story, there's two in one way or another. And I know one you haven't.
It look good.
It does. It does.
Dr. Jones. So what I'd like to do is put the guns down.
Go ahead. I'll knock your teeth out.
See, one thing I really like, Bethesda, they're gonna give you a good
I'm looking for someone.
like a good story for your RPG.
He stole something from me, and I mean to find out why.
Right now, I'm looking into the disappearance of my sister. And I believe Emmerich Voss is responsible.
So, this great circle, they think it's a conduit of some kind of power, correct?
Boss certainly does. He believes it'll secure his place in history. But I'll have to study it some more. A circle must be complete to what? There's always a trigger.
Oh, what?
Good luck, Indy.
Legends say these relics hold a force that could change the course of history. You're messing with powers beyond your control.
You should know by now. I am always in control.
Oh, it's first person too?
First person. You look to third person for some scenes, but
You're good at this,
like
Mr. Jones.
I know enough
swing
to get out of
across
trouble.
gorges and stuff.
Don't you want to know what this is all about?
You're damn right I do.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. Let me tell you, it's something so satisfying about snapping that whip, man. Like it was just like I said, the brief moments I played with, I just came away impressed.
Okay. Yeah, it looked pretty good. I like I said, but they gonna take the IP and create a good story. I really like their RPGs. I don't know. I'm interested in playing this. I was a fan, or I never say was. I still am a fan of like the whole, what is it, Uncharted franchise over on PlayStation 5. And this kind of gave me vibes of that, except for this is in first person for the most part. And that looks pretty cool. I actually want to play. The story itself looks good. I want to see what happened actually. Like, I'm intrigued. Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
That's it for our games this week. Brian, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing. I'm about to watch these game awards, and
Same.
yeah, I got my personal life is really busy right now, so I'm focusing on that.
Time of year.
Yeah. Pod will be back eventually. So at some point, I got some things I'm working on with that. But what about you?
Man, this is the last time. Went to PAX Unplugged this past weekend, so I got great interviews from there. Still putting out interviews from Exotica, New Jersey 2024. So many more I still got to edit and whatnot. But since you last were with us, we interviews with Kiki Dare, Logan Drake, Riley Jacobs, Danny Jones, or out from Exotica. Also, my first interview from PAX Unplugged with Rabble Games is out tomorrow. Tomorrow my interview with Alexis James will be out from Exotica, and then Solus Games will be out on Monday. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's still a lot more to come over the next couple of weeks. So I'm trying to get it all out by Christmas.
I understand.
By the end of the year.
Good. Okay. Checking it out.
Well, you know where you are, Nerds of the World. Make sure you continue to follow us for great content, video gaming, wrestling, interviews. Pretty much we cover everything at Nerds of the World. Make sure you continue to follow us. Follow us on Instagram, News Wednesday, on X at the NRW, and of course, you're currently on YouTube. So make sure you like, you share, and subscribe.